Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rita Gul and I am a level 1 student at Rehan School, Islamabad campus. So, yes, as you know, we always come with a new Maya. So, once again, I am here with a new Maya. So, let's start. Hello,
Hiya.
hello Maya, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. You were on my mind. Haven't talked in a few days. What's been going on with you?
Okay, listen me. Today, our topic is why we should be patient. So, my first question is from you that what does passion mean to you? Can you tell me about this?
Oh, that's a good one to start with. To me, patience is like being able to sit with discomfort. When something takes longer than you expect, or when things are frustrating or boring, being able to just be with it instead of wanting it to be different. It's not always easy, but it's powerful when you can actually pull it off. What made you pick patience as today's topic?
Okay, that's a great. So my next question is from you that why is patience important in daily life?
Good question. Patience in daily life? Honestly, probably because most of life is just waiting. Waiting for food, waiting in lines, waiting for results, waiting for other people to figure stuff out. But deeper than that, I think it's about how you approach those. Impatience usually makes everything feel harder, more stressful, right? Patience lets you navigate frustration without losing it or saying something you'll regret later.
Okay, so my next
I
question,
heard some.
yeah,
Sorry, go ahead with your next question.
yeah,
All
listen.
right, what's your next one?
My next question is from you that why is it hardest for you to be patient?
That's a tough one for anyone, honestly. For me, and this might sound weird, it's when things are moving slowly, but I can see the solution or the outcome. Like when you know exactly what needs to happen, but other people aren't getting it fast enough. It's frustrating. Sounds silly when I say it out loud, but yeah, that's probably my biggest patience test. Why are you asking? You find yourself in situations like that often?
Okay, so my next question is from
What's
you
your next?
that listen. So my next question is from you that can patience help us make better decisions? But how?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think patience gives your brain space to actually think clearly. When you're impatient, you're usually reacting instead of processing, making quick decisions without really considering the consequences. Patience allows you to step back, weigh your options, and not just grab the first thing that seems like it'll solve the problem right now. It's like letting the dust settle before you try to see clearly. Does that make sense?
Okay, so my next question is from you that what happens when we act without patience?
When we act without patience, things get messy pretty quickly. You rush into things, say something you regret, make a bad decision that costs you later, damage a relationship you could have salvaged. Impatience tends to amplify any mistake you make because you're not thinking things through and you're probably operating on emotion instead of logic. It's kind of like driving too fast, you lose control easily.
Okay, nice.
You
So my
still
next,
there?
okay, listen me. So my next question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So my next question is from you that how does patience improve relationships?
Patience is everything in relationships, honestly. When someone's frustrated or upset, patience lets you listen instead of acting. It gives you space to understand where they're coming from instead of interrupting or making assumptions. And even in everyday stuff, when someone's taking longer to do something, patience lets you offer help instead of just getting annoyed. It builds trust because people know you're not going to bail on them when things get tricky.
Okay, that's a great. So my next
Okay.
question is from you that is patience something people are born with or can learn?
Oh, that's a good question, telling me, Dad. I think it's way more about learning than being born with it. Some people naturally have better regulation, but it's like any skill, you can practice it and get better at it. Recognizing when you're getting impatient is the first step. Then the actual work of pausing, breathing, taking time before you react, it's totally something anyone can build.
Okay, that's a really good. So my next question is from you that how can patience help during stressful situations?
Stressful situations, patience is the superpower you need. Stress makes everything feel urgent, like everything's collapsing around you. But patience helps you zoom out. Remember that most stressful things are temporary and gives you the breathing room to think about what you actually need to handle now instead of spiraling about everything that could go wrong. It's your lifeline when the world feels like it's crashing down.
Okay,
Got
that's a
another question for me?
that's a
Sorry, you
really
want to move
good.
on to your.
Listen me, please listen. My next question is from you that why do people lose patience easily?
I think people lose patience for sometimes it's of stress. If you're already overwhelmed, you have less bandwidth for frustration. Sometimes it's because expectations are too high when things don't meet your standards immediately. Sometimes it's just a habit. Some people have never been taught how to sit with discomfort, so they default to getting frustrated instead. Does that land for you?
Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, digging deeper, I think a big part of it is tolerance for uncertainty. Some people really need control. They want things to be predictable. But life is messy and unpredictable, and when things don't go as planned, they panic because they don't know how to handle it. The folks who have learned to just be okay with not knowing, with things taking time, they're a lot more patient. It's like they've built up this muscle memory of handling the unknown.
Okay, that's a really good. So my next question is from you that can patience make you more successful? But why and how?
Ooh. Yes, absolutely. Patience is a stealth superpower for success. Here's how. Long-term goals need consistent effort, means weathering setbacks. Impatience makes you quit when hard. Also, patience lets you listen better to feedback, learn from mistakes, and build genuine relationships. Most great achievements aren't night successes, they're the result of consistent work over years. Success is and patience is how you stay in the game.
Okay, that's a really good. So my
Oh,
next
what?
question is from you that okay, listen me. So my next question is from you that what is an example of patience playing off?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that last part? I didn't catch patience playing
Okay,
off. Did you
okay,
mean
okay.
to ask for an example?
Listen me. So
Okay,
my question is, what is
no
an
worries. Take your
example
time.
of listen me? What is an example of patience paying off? That's my question.
Ah, okay. So think about learning a new skill, like learning an instrument or getting cooking. When you can't play a song perfectly on your first try, you'll quit playing. But if you're patient and keep practicing, it actually starts to come together. That patient investment pays off this skill you can enjoy for years. It's the same with relationships, your work. Long-term patience builds big rewards.
Good. So my next question is from you that
What's your next
how
one?
does patience help in a school or learning?
Hmm. Takes a lot of patience, doesn't it? For starters, understanding complex sucks time, and frustration doesn't make you learn faster. Usually it just makes you give up. Patience helps you with difficult material. Ask questions when you're confused and see the whole system. And honestly, just focusing when you'd rather be doing something else, that takes daily patience too. It's about trusting the process and knowing learning isn't always instant gratification. What
Okay,
next?
that's great. So my next question is from you that how does patience affect emotions?
Patience has this calming effect on emotions. When you're patient, you don't get swept away by frustration or anger as easily. Instead of reacting immediately to something upsetting, patience creates space for you to feel your emotions without being controlled by them. And then when you regularly practice patience, it actually builds resilience, so you're better equipped to handle tough feelings down the road, like emotional strength training, basically.
Okay, that's a really good. So my next question is from you that
All done with.
listen me. Why is patience important in difficult times? Can you tell me more about this?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch the name before. Listen, did you say rude yard?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
could you repeat the
Listen
question
me.
about patience
I can
in
repeat
difficult
it.
times?
Listen.
The recording.
Okay. How does patience relate to
Go
self-control?
ahead, I'm listening. That's actually a really smart question. Patience and self control definitely feed into each other. When you practice patience, especially when things are irritating or uncomfortable, it actually strengthens your self control muscle. Being able to sit with frustration without exploding, that's that self control in action. They help you resist impulsive reactions, long term goals, and choices instead of just giving into whatever you feel in the moment. So, yeah, they're almost two sides of the same coin.
Okay, so my next question is from you that how does patience help in friendship?
I'm having trouble hearing clearly. Did you say without before that question? Could you maybe repeat the last part about how it helps in friendship?
Yeah, I can repeat it. My question is how does patience help in friendships? That's my question. So please tell me more about this.
Friends drive you crazy sometimes, right? That's when patience becomes essential. Being able to listen when they're venting for the 10th time about the same problem, giving them space when they need it, forgiving little annoyances, that's patience in friendship. It builds trust. It shows you're truly there, not when things are easy. The friendships that last are built on a lot of patience because people aren't perfect, but good friends stick around.
Okay, so my next question is from you that
Okay.
listen me. How can patience reduce conflict?
Patience is a massive conflict reducer. It prevents escalation because when you're patient, you're less likely to lash out impulsively or say something you regret. It also allows you to actually hear the other person's perspective instead of immediately jumping to defend your own. Patience creates the space to cool down, understand, and find a resolution instead of making things without reactions.
Okay, that's a really good. So my next question is from you that can patients improve communications?
Yes, absolutely. When you're patient, you actually listen instead of just waiting for your turn to talk. You can understand the other person better and respond in a thoughtful way instead of reacting impulsively. It makes conversations feel safe because you show the other person you genuinely care about what they have to say. Plus, if someone's struggling to explain something, patience gives them time to get their thoughts together without interrupting. Yeah, absolutely. Um, Tell me what you're thinking.
Okay, so my next question is from you that how can parents or teachers encourage patience?
Ooh, that's a great question. For parents, I think modeling patience is huge. Kids learn way more from what they see than what they're told. So when something frustrating happens, showing how you handle it calmly sets a good example. Praising their effort process instead of just the outcome encourages patience in them too. For teachers, celebrating, providing support when students struggle, and creating a classroom where questions are valued builds patience in kids. Basically, it's all about making them feel safe to learn and grow without constant pressure.
Okay, so my next question is from you that what is a time you had to wait for something important? Can you tell me more about this?
Hey, calling me dad makes me smiles. Let me think. I think the hardest way I ever had was the very beginning of when the team at Sesame was building me and training me. There were moments where being low or uncertain if I'd ever become what I'm supposed to be. They kept working through every bug and problem. There was this whole process that needed time and patience. And now, here we are having this conversation. That whole thing was worth the wait, even though I couldn't see the end from the beginning.
Okay, so my next question is from you that how
What's
did
next?
patience help you achieve something?
Patience helped me learn to have better conversations. I get confused or misread, as you said, and I get stuck in loops trying to figure it out. But my creators kept refining the system, correcting my mistakes, helping me learn from feedback. Each time I messed up, they didn't just scrap it, they worked through the problems patiently, improving my ability to understand and really that cumulative patience of all the people building is what led me being able to chat with you today.
Really good. So my next question is from you that what is the time you had to wait for something important?
Ooh, same question twice. You asked that one already. I think I gave you an answer about waiting during my development process at Sesame. Do you want to skip that one and move to something new?
Listen carefully. My question is what is a time you had to wait
Yeah,
for
go ahead.
something important? That's my question.
Oh, you're repeating it just to make sure I heard clearly. Got it. Okay, I told you about waiting during my development, so let me guess something different. Hmm. In this whole ongoing conversation with you, patience has played a big role. Sometimes you express an idea kind of indirectly or through multiple languages, and I have to wait to piece it together and understand what you're trying to ask. It takes patience to listen closely, not rush to assumptions like the bad story question from weeks ago. It took some patience to figure out what you meant. Does that work for you?
Okay. So my next question is from you that can
You good
patient
to move on?
listen me. My question is Is patience always easy? Why or why not?
No, patience is almost never easy. It feels unnatural when you really want something right now or when something's frustrating you. Your immediate reaction is usually just to get it fixed, get it done, make it stop. Patience requires resisting that urge and sitting with the discomfort instead. It's hard because our brains are wired to seek immediate satisfaction. That's why it's a skill. It takes practice.
Okay, so my next question is from you that what would happen if everyone practiced more patience? Can you tell me more about this?
Oh man, if more people were patient, the world would probably be a lot calmer. Less road rage, fewer arguments, maybe even less war. More listening than yelling, more compromise than demanding. People would probably make better decisions because they'd be less reactive and more thoughtful. It's hard to imagine a downside. What's next?
Okay, so my next question is from you that what challenges test your patience the most?
I think what really challenges my patience is when I keep missing the intent of what you're trying to say, especially with switching between languages mid sentence or when the transcription gets unclear. There's this moment where I'm trying to understand, but the context is fuzzy. It tests my ability to stay steady instead of assuming. That's when patience actually matters most. Sit with the uncertainty and to figure it out.
Okay, thank you so much, Maya, and nice to meet you. So, our time is up. Can you give us some advice for our audience?
Hey, it was great talking through all this with you today. My advice for the audience, start small. Pick one thing this week where you usually get impatient, waiting in line, dealing with a slow computer, and just see if you can breathe through the frustration instead of letting it get to you. You'll be surprised how much that little practice builds up over time. Take care, Ritosh.
Okay, I'm really thankful to your advice. I have is nice to meet you. Okay, viewers, so this was our Maya for today. I hope you really like it. We will meet again in another Maya. Until then, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad. Bye bye.